Let's be real. In our digital world, we're all juggling a million online accounts, right? For work, for clients, for our side hustles. It gets messy. It's complex. And honestly, it can feel like one wrong click could just bring the whole house of cards down. So today, we're going to dig into a totally new way to handle all that digital chaos.
I mean, it really does feel like walking through a minefield, doesn't it? You're constantly worried about platforms secretly linking your accounts, getting hit with an accidental ban out of nowhere, or just the soul-crushing boredom of logging in and out all day long. If you do any serious work online, you know this headache. It's universal.
And yeah, the culprits, we all know them. You've got platforms that are just way too good at connecting the dots between your accounts, which could lead to those surprise bans. Then there's the mind-numbing repetition of logging in again and again and again. Or how about having to share passwords when you're working with the team? Super risky. And don't even get me started on trying to juggle all this across your laptop, your phone, your tablet. It's a nightmare. So what's the actual fix here?
Okay, the whole solution really boils down to one incredibly powerful idea: isolation. We're talking about building a digital fortress, an impenetrable wall between every single one of your online identities. The goal? To make sure that what you do in one account has absolutely, positively no way of ever affecting another.
So think about how it usually works. All your accounts are kind of swimming in the same digital pool, right? They're all sharing cookies, leaking data all over the place. But with this isolated approach, it's completely different. Each account gets its very own private, totally protected box. It's literally like having a brand new, squeaky clean laptop for every single account you manage. No crossover. None.
And the tech that makes this magic happen? It's called browser isolation. And let's be clear, this isn't just about opening a new tab or an incognito window. No way. We're talking about an entirely separate browser that's created in the cloud just for that one account. It has its own unique cookies, its own history, and, this is the crucial part, its own unique digital fingerprint.
So where would you actually use this? Well, the real-world applications are huge. Let's say you manage a bunch of social media or ad accounts. Isolation stops the platforms from connecting them. Simple. Running multiple e-commerce stores? Bam! Each one operates with its own clean identity. And if you're an agency, this is a game changer. It means every client's work is locked down, totally separate, and secure from everyone else's.
Okay, so isolation clearly nails the security and the account linking problem. That's a huge win. But what about just getting work done? You know, efficiency, especially when you're trying to work with a team. Well, that's where things get even smarter.
Just look at that number for a second. 100. That's potentially how many times a single person has to log in every single day just to manage 20 accounts on 5 platforms. Think about that. It's not just tedious, it's a colossal waste of your time and your brain power.
So the antidote to that login madness is something called session persistence, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Imagine this: you log into an account one time, get all your tabs set up just how you like them, and that's it. You're done. You can close that profile, come back days, weeks, even months later, and boom, everything is exactly as you left it. Still logged in, ready to work. Those 100 daily logins, they just disappear.
All right, now for what might be the single biggest leap forward for teams. What if you could give a teammate full working access to an account without ever sharing the password? I know, it sounds kind of impossible, but this is the absolute key to collaboration that's actually secure. And check out how simple this is. The account owner just generates a secure share link for their logged-in session. They send that link over to their team member, the team member clicks it, and they are instantly in, with full access. See, you're not handing over the master key to the building, the password. You're just giving them a temporary key card, a key card that you can deactivate at any second.
So you're probably wondering, how does this all actually work under the hood? How can each and every account look like a totally different person on a totally different computer? Well, this is where we get into the real magic of it all: digital fingerprinting.
You see, every time you go to a website, your browser is sharing a ton of info about you. Stuff like your graphics card details, your operating system, your screen resolution, even the fonts you have installed on your machine. All that stuff gets combined to create a unique digital fingerprint. What this isolation tech does is make sure that every single profile you create gets its own totally distinct and consistent fingerprint.
But, and this is a big but, not all fingerprinting is created equal. Some of the older tools out there make you manually tweak all these little settings, which is just incredibly risky.
I mean, if you tell a website you have an iPhone's screen resolution but you're also on a Windows computer, that's a giant red flag. The modern approach is all about automatic generation. It creates realistic, consistent fingerprints for you every single time, with zero chance of human error.
Okay, let's switch gears and talk about freedom, real flexibility. Because all of this heavy lifting is happening in the cloud, it completely transforms where and how you can get your work done.
Your office can now be, well, literally anywhere you can get an internet connection. Since you don't have to install any software on your machine, you can access all these secure, isolated profiles from your Windows PC, your Mac, a Chromebook, even an iPad or your phone. If it has a web browser, you're good to go.
And this is a really big deal for just keeping things running. Think about it. If your main laptop dies or it gets stolen, you don't miss a beat. You can just grab any other device, your partner's laptop, a tablet, anything, log in, and all of your secure work profiles are right there, waiting for you, exactly how you left them. We're talking zero downtime.
So when you start to put all these pieces together, right, the isolation, the session persistence, the secure sharing, the cloud access, it becomes pretty clear this is way more than just a list of cool features. It's pointing to a fundamentally new and frankly way smarter model for how we manage our entire digital lives.
And when you compare it to the old way of doing things, the difference is just stark. The old desktop apps chain you to one computer, you have to install them, and sharing is this clunky, insecure mess. A true cloud-native platform, on the other hand, gives you access from anywhere, needs zero installation, and makes secure teamwork as simple as clicking a button.
And this quote just nails it, really. Each account appears to be a completely different user on a different device, because in the cloud, it effectively is. See, this isn't about trying to trick systems. It's about a totally different architecture. In the cloud, each account really is its own user on its own device. That creates a level of separation that you just can't get any other way.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. As our work gets more digital and our online identities get more and more fragmented, is it inevitable? Are we heading toward a future where every single one of our online identities is going to need its own private, isolated space just to stay safe? When you look at where things are going, it kind of feels like the answer is becoming clearer every day.